Generally, this don't happen, but yeah, now it's up. So let's get started. Let me start sharing the screen. And here we go. Today's our topic for our webinar is Pybrain package. Okay, so this package is not very famous, and the group which works on this package also is very small. There are no updates for past 6 years. That means it's not used a lot. But after going through this package, maybe you'll feel that, right now it may not have that much usage, but in future, we can say that it will catch up because it is dealing with neural networks. Okay, so we will see the application and you will understand. But before we get started, let me tell you that it's not used as much. It's very less used. And like I said, not many updates in this package for a long time. Okay, but I just wanted you to know that these kind of package exists in Python. So we are exploring all the packages, right? This is one of them. Today we will be covering what is Pybrain, why we use Pybrain, and Pybrain variables and parameters. Okay, we have this function. Now for this function, what are the parameters that we have to pass? Difference between networks. Now for this, with this Pybrain package, we will be creating networks, neural networks, right? So we will be seeing what are the different networks available in Pybrain. Then we will understand the workflow. We will look at the installation. And of course, I'll share the code. When we get to the code, I'll show you. There's a very, very little code available right now. Okay. And advantages of Pybrain. And lastly, resources. Okay. Now, Pybrain is an open source, yes, because all the Python libraries are open source and free libraries for machine learning, okay, in Python. Next, Pybrain is short for Python-based reinforcement learning, artificial intelligence, and a neural network library. So that is a short form. As you can see, the neural networks, I'm sure, because even if you have done data science or AI, you have seen how the neural networks are working, and then there is some experimentation that we need to do with neurons, number of layers. When we give the structure, there are a lot of things which are empirical, right? And reinforcement learning still going on. It is not, like, we don't have a solid base, so still the development is happening. So I hope you all are seeing why the Pybrain package is used very less. Okay, then the library offers some easy to use training algorithms. Okay, algorithms are there in this library for networks and for data sets, as well as trainers to train and test the network. So 3 things we are going to learn about in the Pybrain, that is networks, data sets, and trainers. Now, its goal is to offer flexible, easy to use, yet still powerful algorithms for machine learning tasks. Here, it is capable of supervised learning. So this is like, the supervised learning where you're doing the predictions, and black box optimization. Of course, this is a black box technique, because when we are talking about neural networks, we all know that neural network fall under black box technique, because internally the weights are initiated and a lot of things are, we don't have access to them. So that is the reason we call them as black box. Though these are black box technique, Pybrain is trying to optimize the results. That is the advantage. And reinforcement learning, it's still, they're developing a lot of things coming up, a lot of updates happening in this area. So it also is capable of reinforcement learning. Next, here we got data sets. Data set is a data to be given to test, validate, and train on networks. We've been using data sets from the time we started our journey in data science. The two data sets can be used in Pybrain as follows. So, okay, what type of data sets we can pass to this package? One is supervised data set. When we say supervised data set, we know that our output variable, our target variable is present in the data. Okay, so that is the type of data that we can pass into this Pybrain package. The other one is classification data set. Okay, so both the data sets can be passed. Now, when I say classification, yes, of course, target is there and it is discrete. It will have either binary class or multi-class classification. So those type of data sets you can pass into your Pybrain package. Now, this is one component which you have to pass. The one is you have to specify which network you want to build. You know that we learned about feed forward network and recurrent networks. In feed forward network, see the information between nodes move in forward direction. Okay, there is no backward direction in feed forward. In recurrent networks, it is similar to feed forward network. The only difference is it has to remember or save the data at each step. We have done RNN, right, as part of data science as well as AI. So this is what it is talking about. Recurrent. In recurrent network, it will go back and save the data. Now here is the picturization or visualization of the different networks. In feed forward, only the information is passed in one direction. That is the forward direction. You can see all the arrows pointing only in one direction. Whereas coming to new recurrent neural networks, this is the input layer, this is the output layer, and in hidden layers you can see that it is go back and storing the information in neuron. Okay, this is just like our recurrent neural RNN. Here it is talking about RNN units. Okay, where it will save. See, if you remember, we've used RNN to solve the text data issues where it has to remember or capture the sequence of the text. So it is capturing the sequence by going back into the network and storing that information. Okay, so we have two types of networks available in Pybrain. And the trainers, what type of model you want to build, what is the trainer method that you want to pick up. One is back propagation trainer, backprop trainer. We've learned about this in neural networks. And it is a trainer that trains the parameters of a module according to a supervised or classified data set. By back propagating the errors, it will update the weights wherever there is misclassification and send back the information into the network. That is how you're training your model. Okay, then train until convergence. Now convergence is like where you reach the minimum point. It will stop the repetitions or iterations. It is used to train the model on the data set until it converges. Two type of trainers are available in Pybrain package. So the three components that are there in Pybrain are data sets, then the networks, and the trainers. Now this is the workflow. You got the raw data. As soon as you get the raw data, you kind of understand what are the features and then start pre-processing. Once the pre-processing is done, see here, you are applying your Pybrain package. In Pybrain package, you have the network. What type of network you want, what type of trainer you want, you will select. Either a feed forward or recurrent. Those are the networks, right? You will have to select one from that. And in trainers, you will select either backprop or train until convergence. Two things you will select and you will train your data and classify. Next, what you do is you test, you predict on the test data and you get the validating test data. Finally, you can visualize your results. It builds the networks for us. If you give the data after pre-processing, it will build the networks for us. It will do the training and classification. All these things are done by a single package. Just with 2 lines of code, all this will be done. For installation, you should just go to your Anaconda Navigator, the Anaconda prompt, and in Anaconda Navigator, you can go to the environment and create that, or install the Pybrain, or you just come to Anaconda prompt and say pip install Pybrain, and the package will be just like any other package. Till now, whatever packages we have installed, this is the way we follow. Okay, now once you install that, there is this bit of code. Okay, as we were discussing, we just have few things. I will share the code, but let me show you what is there here. Like I said, this package is not as much used, so I couldn't really grab much code or a lot of things about it. All that I can talk at this point is you will need a network, a data set, and a trainer. These are the 3 components that you will have to pass for your Pybrain package. That's it. Only 3 things. You are importing those 3 things. And if you just come down, you are building a network, and the arguments that you are passing is number of inputs, number of hidden layers, and number of output neurons. For network, you're just giving what are the inputs, how many hidden layers you want. Basically, if you have already worked on neural networks, now you know this part of code is very, very less. Otherwise, what you will do, you will start a sequence model, you will start adding layers. In layers, you will select the activation function, and you will give what is the input data going to be like, right? The dimensions of input data, then add more layers, and then finally you will compile your model. But here with one command, you are able to create a network. Instead of all these lines, you just got a single line command. That is the advantage of Pybrain. You are able to create networks. Okay, here you are passing the data, supervised data set 3 and 1. Why 3 and 1? Here you are saying 3 inputs and 1 output. That is the information you are passing here in the data. And finally, you are selecting the trainer for that. Here you are using back propagation trainer, and you are passing the network as well as the data set as your arguments. So basically, this is the code that you require for Pybrain. Right now, if you have already done your neural network, you know that this is just a structure of our network. I have not passed any data here, right? I'm just showing you, okay, if I have to build a network, this is the structure, how we can create just using 3 lines command.
Ma'am, can we use our own data set here?
Right now, I couldn't find it, guys. I will share this code with you. Like I said, there are no updates for this package for a very long time. I could get one small bit of example. I will pass it to you. Try building, just try to explore if you can do that. Here, all that I can comment is we are able to create the network. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The community of this package also is very small, guys, and I have not seen. Just go to Google and check. For last 6-9 years, there is no update only on this package. But I just wanted to show you that this kind of packages are there. Okay. Now the advantages are easy for people just getting started with ML. See, when we started off with neural networks and deep learning, right? So here I would say more than machine learning, deep learning. What happens is building the networks, how many neurons you have to put in each. And like I said, there are a lot of empirical things, parameters which you will have to decide on. Number of neurons, what activation function within the layers, all these things. So that all that is cut down. So for beginners, this is going to be easy. Now, training and testing data is using Pybrain. You're not doing much. You're just passing the data and it only is splitting and doing all the things required. Pybrain works easily with other libraries of Python to visualize. Once you get the results, if you want to visualize, it is easy to connect. Working with it works with .csv files as well as other formats also. Then the training also is easy in Pybrain. Pybrain offers support for popular networks. Like, see, till now the networks that we have learned are these only, right? Feed forward, recurrent, neural networks. For all this, you can use Pybrain. And that is all the information I've got for you guys. And believe me, these are only two resources I could find. Pybrain.org, github.com/pybrain. Not much resources there, not much information is there. So all that I could find, I'm sharing with you guys. Okay, and let me just copy the code and paste it in your chat windows for you guys. Okay. Let me know, guys, if the entire code is pasted. Pass the data. Okay. It came till pass the data. I have to give one more sentence. People are joining even now. Guys, you all know the time is 6:30, so you should join at 6:30. I was waiting for 2 minutes so that everyone will connect. Generally, you all can just join at before 6:30 and I will start the webinar at 6:30. This is the code for creating the network. Okay, now I got little more information, some example I found. So just give it a try. I didn't have time to explore this part, but I thought it will be useful for you guys. So that is the reason I wanted to share it with you guys. Let me copy bit by bit, otherwise you will not get it. So you will not find much information, guys. You can give it a try, but I'm just telling you. Only workflow, only one diagram is there. Resources also, only two resources I have found. So you can just go to those links and check if you want. These are the links which I am talking about. Pybrain.org or github/pybrain/pybrain. Okay, these two things only you are having information about Pybrain. Okay, all, this is it from my side for today. I will see you all in next
Hello, ma'am.
webinar. Yes, Raju.
Yeah, ma'am, I could not find AutoML video on YouTube.
Auto ML on YouTube. Raju,
Yeah,
Auto ML is there in our recommended videos also, right? Was it ML on cloud? Let me check, Raju. I'm not sure. Let me check and get back to you.
okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Auto ML, are you talking about?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me connect to you next weekend. When we connect, I will let you know.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you all.